Good evening, learners. Today we used to talk about product life cycle, which is a part of product and brand management. I am Professor Sampath, SOMS IGNOU. So today we'll discuss about product life cycle. And in product life cycle, we can say we'll discuss about products and product features and how the product is in present situation in the market and how the product life cycle is taking place. So first we will go with a definition. So anything that can be offered to satisfy need or want, generally we can say for the product. So the product includes physical objects, any physical object, anything, and services, events, persons, places, organizations, ideas, combination of any above we can say as a product. So product is anything that can be offered to satisfy a need or want. And if you take elaborate definition for the product is anything that can be offered to a market for attention, acquisition, use or consumption, and that might satisfy a want or demand. So today in present scenario, if you take a product, so it is not only want, need or demand, even you can say it is the solution for the customer requirements. So this is what we can say about the products. And if you take a types of products, so we used to call them as a non-durable products, durable products and services. So non-durable products just we can purchase regularly, like these products are tangible goods that are normally consumed with one or few uses. These products are mostly purchased very frequently. And also we can call them as a FMCG, fast moving consumer goods, non-durable products. And for this, no need to spend more time for making decisions. And if you take a durable products, we can say these products are tangible, that remain in the use months after months and years after years. They are mostly sold through a personal selling with high margin at specialty shops. So this is what we can say about the durable products. So we have the non-durable products, durable products and services. These are the activities or benefits that provide satisfaction to the customers. This is exactly definition for the services. So these are the activities you can take. If you take a business, 60% of the market is consisting with the services. So services are very powerful and they are almost ruling with the technology. So the products also can be divided on the basis of their durability, tangibility and their use. So we can take as a consumer products and industrial products. If you are purchasing for personal consumption, we can call them as a consumer products. And if you are purchasing towards the industry, we can call them as industrial products. These are the types of products we can say. And if you take the definition exactly for the services, because the services is almost 60% covered in a business, and a services is a form of product that consisting of activities, benefits, satisfactions offered for sale that are essential, intangible and do not result in the ownership of anything. This is how we can say about the characteristics of the services, where it can almost covering 60% of the business, like banking sector, hotels, tax preparation, home repair services, education, hospitals, everything we can call them as a services. So this is how we can say about the combination of products, services and experiences by the consumers. You can take like a soap. If you talk about the soap, it is a pure tangible in nature. So pure tangible product is called as a soap. And if you take like a purchasing car with a repairing, like minor repairings or something, so we can call them as a tangible products with accompanying with the services. So they can even position with the services about after sales in their products. And we can say the hybrid offer. So you can talk about the restaurant, the quality of food as well as the ambience is required. So here the services as well as the product will be experienced if you take the restaurants. And you can take the airline trip. So airline trip is purely services. And you can talk about the service, whatever the doctor's exam, it is also pure services. But the difference between air services and this thing is that we required the quality whatever the infrastructure or whatever the thing required for the airlines which provide the quality services. This is how the services with accompanying with the minor products. So these are the different experience as a marketer, as a consumer is that we have the products, services, and the combination of all these is the major experience. And if you talk about a product, so we have different levels of the products. So the levels is what we expect is the core benefit or service we can expect. If you take the levels of the product, you can see that the product is the core benefit, whatever we are expecting, like taking the product as a core. Then it is accompanying with the brand name, quality level, features, design, packaging. All these are very essential to buy a product. So actual product, core product, and augmented product. So if you take actual product, that is what the base, what we expect according to our consumer mind. And if you take the core product, that what exactly the services or benefits what we get from the products. And augmented product, behind your expectations, you will get some products, services, which is augmented product. So there is a core product, actual product, augmented product. These three makes you as a product or services in consumer minds. So this is how the product classification based on the consumer products. If you take a consumer products, so we can calculate according to our requirements. So you can take the convenience products, also called as fast moving consumer goods, are also called as non-durable products, where we can buy frequently and immediately we can buy. And maximum, these are the low price and mass advertising, and many purchase locations, like anywhere you can get all these products, like retailing outlets or any nearest kirana stores also you will get these convenience products. And shopping products, like whatever we are talking as a durable products. So you can take buy less frequency or higher price or fewer purchase locations or comparison activities will take place if you take the shopping products, like purchasing cars or electronic appliances, whatever we can say the durable products comes under this category. Like we can say the specialty products. So you can take the special occasions, we can buy the specialty products. As a consumer mind, as a consumer individual, we have our own classification according to our psychology. So here you can take the specialty products is nothing but, so on particular occasion we will buy these products, like fancy products or men's suits or something we can say, which comes under the specialty products. And unsought products is behind our expectations. So behind our thought, we can say we can buy, like taking insurance. So this is what we can call them as insurance product, unsought products, where we can see the life insurance or blood donation, where the consumers don't want to think about these products, but they will buy. This is how we can talk about the classification according to the products. So in this context, when you are talking about the product life cycle, first we can learn about the product. So in this product, the product is nothing but anything that can be offered to a need or want or demand. And this can be divided into durable products, non-durable products, and services. And it is the core product and main product and augmented products. And according to the consumer mind, we have different types of products. And also we can say, if you talk about the consumer market, when you also see the industrial market also. If you take the industrial market, so whatever the raw material we are supplying, whatever the capital items we are supplying, and whatever the services we are providing to the industries, everything comes under this industrial products. This is how you can see the supplies and services. You can talk about the software industry. So 90% of the software industry comes under this category, where they can provide the services to the industries for making their technology. So this is how we can talk about even based on the marketable entities also. If you talk about the product classification other than marketable entities, you can see they can see the organizations like a profit and non-profit organizations. You can see NGOs, or you can see the business where they expect the profit. And you can talk about the persons also, where you can make their as a sports figures or doctors or lawyers, where they can position in the market about their products and services. And even places also, you can talk about the tourism places where they can make as a product classification according to their marketable entities. Even you can talk about the consultancies also comes under these ideas where they can make the public health campaignings and other things where you see this how the product can take a decision according to market. So this is how the individual product decisions based on the product which is supporting with these attributes, branding, labeling, packaging and product support services. So we have branding. First you can take the product attributes. So in these product attributes you can talk about the quality, features, product style and design. You can take an example like purchasing a bike. So definitely we expect the features, we definitely expect the style and design of the vehicle, and also we can see the performance, how the quality is there. So in this context, when you go for making the attributes, so you have to make decisions according to product attributes. And also brand, very powerful. It is a sign or logo of a particular product which help us to make a decisions according to branding. And labeling, you can take the labeling and an example for medical. If you buy a product in medical store, so definitely you will see the label whether the product is expired or not. This is how the labeling also makes you support with the support of the packing. Nowadays you can see the food items almost they are with the airtight packaging. The packaging also plays an important role in our product. And product support services. So after sales services or before imagination or after imagination of your products, you can expect the product support services. This is how we can say about the product attributes or product features which are supporting to make the products. So in this context, when you talk about the characteristics of the product, so the product normally you can take two types of decisions. One is about product line and product mix. So the product line is the same range. If you take a product line, is a group of products that are closely related because they perform a similar function. You can take sold to the same customer groups, marketed through the same channels, comes under the given price ranges. You can see that whatever the product under the same category is, like if you take a Colgate example, so there is even 10 rupees Colgate is there and 100 rupees Colgate also there. But this is what is called as a product line. So in this context, again the product also we can go with the product mix decisions. So there is a product line decisions and product mix decisions. So there is a brand like LG. LG, they have performed different products. So they can produce LG washing machine, LG TV. So these are different products under the same category. So product mix is the set of all the products and items that a particular seller offers for a sale to buyer. This is how we can say about a brand which is influencing towards the products. So these are generally we can say introduction about your product life cycle. So this is how the product will make you to take the decisions according to consumer adoption process. So in this you can have the awareness where you can get the strategy like communicating where the product is available and interest. So once you get the benefits of the product, definitely you will go for the interest and you may make an evaluation and search for the alternates and try to go with the advantages with your products. Then make a trial where you can see the motivating the customers, and later you can make the adoption, and you can in the adoption process definitely you try to ensure the satisfaction by the marketer. This is how the product is adopted through consumers in their psychological factors, and this is how the new product is developed based on all these categories, all this information which is important in present technology. So here the types of new products including is new to the world, repositioning, or even new category entries, or product improvements, or product line additions. So all these are various modes of entering the new product into the market to make the product life cycle. This is how the new product development process will take place. That I can explain in the next class very detailed about this new product development process. But generally we can say, if you talk about the earlier slide, so here we are talking about the new to the world, repositioning, new category entries, product improvements, additions. All these are based on your product life cycle. This is how the marketer will take place based on this process. then it starts with the product life cycle. So the product life cycle is the journey of a product from its launch to its withdrawal from the market. So it is from introduction to decline stage. So understanding product life cycle helps business in market planning, pricing and innovations. So major role is, if you take a decisions, the organizational objectives will be converted into marketing objectives, and the marketing objectives will be converted into your sales objectives, and the sales objectives target is very clear that you should get the profits. So in this context, you have to understand the product life cycle, in which stage your product is available. So here this particular PLC help business in market planning, pricing and innovation, and also it help us to when we have to launch the new product and when we have to withdraw the existing from the market. This is how the product is having different stages. So the latest we can say the development stage, where the product can be developed in the organization, then introduction stage, growth stage, maturity stage and decline. So the major 4 stages we can say: introduction, growth, maturity and decline. And if you take a development stage, the prototyping or testing before the product is launched, we can say, if you take the general stages, like in development stage we can go for the research, and introduction stage we will launch the product, and in growth stage we will make the sales growth, and in maturity stage we can say that the product is in the sales are in peak and the market is going to saturate, and very next stage is decline, where the product will be declined. But if you take generally, when you take the product life cycle, so it starts with the introduction. So the sales always starts with the introduction, not from the development. The development will take place in organization for making the products or services. But ultimately, if you take the product life cycle stages, it starts with introduction. So in the introduction stage, we can see that competition is very little and profits are we won't expect, and sales also very low. You can see that whatever the profits starts from the growth stage. So in growth stage, we can expect the sales will be rapid growth and profits also will increase. And in the same way, how the profits are increasing, in the same manner the competition also will increase. And automatically, if you take the maturity stage, so it will be the standard where the maturity will take place and the sales growth will come down, but it will be constant for the maturity stage. So once the sales is come down, so we can call them as a decline stage. This is how the introduction, growth, maturity and decline will take place in a product life cycle. So this is what the detail about the development stage to decline stage. If you take a characteristics of a development stage, here you have to invest high investment in research and product design, no revenue generation, and market research and prototype testing. These are very basic requirements when you talk about introduction of a new product in the market. So when you say new product, definitely we have to take, you can take an example like iPhone. So every 1-2 years they will launch new models with existing features. So with existing features they will add some more features and they will launch, which is required with the high investment in research and other designing of your products. So in this particular development stage, we have to take the feasibility studies, we have to see the funding partnerships, we have to protect the IP, intellectual property, through patents, other things for making the product in development stage. And this will lead you to introduce your product in the market. So once you talk about the first stage of your product is launching of the product in a market. So this is a very operational cost and definitely inefficient production level and high learning time. So you have to learn a lot of things in introduction stage to make the development of a product, which is unwillingness of trade and demand of higher margins, and advertising is expensive. All these are the problems you have to face to make the second stage, which is a growth stage. So this particular growth stage is the main problem, is to produce the product in sufficient volume and market the output with minimum delay. This is what we expect in the growth. So in growth, the competitors are also enter into the scene and they will try to capture a market. And definitely in this particular stage, you have to go for the more production and concentrate on modification or enlarging the distribution and services networks to reach when there is a demand. This is how we used to talk about the growth stage. So here the main problem is to production and the major problem is the competitors, and this particularly we have to finalize about our new distributor system or to make the marketing channels to take the market success. So in this particular growth stage, once you cross, you will go to the maturity stage. So in this stage, so the competition is more strong. So it is the characterized by the slow growth rates of sales and profits, but it is a cutthroat competition where you can see that maturity stage also sees a boom in the market demand as more and more customers are now willing to accept the product. So this is how every marketer can expect to stay with the maturity stage. So in this context, the maturity stage of a product is very important, and in this stage that you have to capture your market by product modification or higher level learning or introduce the modified products during this stage. So this is how the strengthening of the brand through repositioning, where we are talking about the new product development and make changes in the channels of distribution to continue with the maturity stage. So the maturity stage very important in product life cycle, where the product can survive according to the marketing and organizational objectives. This is how the stages where we can see the last stage. So once the sales comes down, so the stage is a decline stage. So when there are sales is coming down according to market, so this stage is characterized by the products gradually displacement by somehow new innovation, evolving changes, and this stage sales will drop off and the number of competitors will come down. This is how the decline stage, where the introduction stage is very expensive and decline stage is support. Decline stage definitely will help you to go for the new product development. This is how we can talk about when we say about declining. So immediately you have to extend the product life cycle by utilizing these factors. So first is innovation. So once you think that in third stage, the maturity stage is coming down to decline or they are going to down the sales, so immediately you have to introduce new features, variations or upgraded model to existing products. And repositioning, this is very important in consumer mind. You have to reposition with the new target people, like if you cut down the price, so automatically it will reposition consumer minds. Or if you add some more features, also can help us to make repositioning. And you have to expand your market, also support to extend the product life cycle. This is how we can say about rebranding or strategic partnerships or alliances also help us to remain in maturity stage. So here the change packaging or marketing or product message or even collaborate with the other brands to create a interest towards the market also help us to extend for making the maturity stage. So here introduction stage, growth stage, maturity stage and decline stage, and the marketer always try to keep in maturity stage only. So here if you take the strategies for each stage, so in the introduction stage we have to spend more money, more investment is required, heavy advertising and the brand awareness campaigns are required, and you have to make the identifying of your channels and other people in introduction stage. And in growth stage, we can see the competitive pricing. So competitive pricing and expanded distribution and improved customer engagement, all these we can expect and all areas where the strategies are required for making the second stage. So once you go for the maturity stage, so here we have to make the brand differentiation. So if you take a product positioning, so definitely you have to make the brand differentiation and loyalty programs to retain your market. So here you can talk about the cost leadership, or you can say the brand differentiation or loyalty program. Definitely these are areas where you can check the marketing strategies. And in decline stage, So you try to promote to continue to make a maturity stage by utilizing the discounting, or you can go for the sales and product discontinuation, or you can go for the bifurcation or switching over to alternate market. This is how the product life cycle have different stages. But the major role, if you talk about the product life cycle, the reason is that the technology is influencing towards the product life cycle. In earlier scenario, if a firm is introduced a product, the product can survive for years together. Today, because of technology, so in introduction stage also the products are declining because of new features are coming and new technologies adopting, and the existing products are no more in the market. This is how the faster product development which help us to technology, so making the pressure on product life cycle. So the shorter life cycles because of digital transformation and the lifespan of many products are in introduction stage also sometimes it is declining. This is how the technology is supporting for making the data-driven strategies, and even you can talk about e-commerce and online also, which is connecting worldwide, globally, digital marketing and direct consumer extended product to reach the prospective customers. And we can say when we talk about these, how we have to make with the product life cycle and how we can go with the growth and maturity stage. So definitely, so you have to identify and you have to take the technology and we have to take the challenges which definitely managing in product life cycle. So rapid market changes. So you have to identify the market changes, and also you have to see the competition, how the new competitors are entering to capture your market. This is how we can say the cost management and the sustainability, also the areas where you can see to manage your product life cycle. So these are the areas where we can see to take the consolidated, like how best you can take the strategies in 4 stages of our PLC. So you can take introduction stage, communicate benefits, in growth, brand marketing, maturity, sales promotion. In decline, you just may maintain or diverse with other things. So where you can see the conclusions, like the product life cycle is consisting of development, introduction, growth, maturity and decline. Though strategic management of each stage helps business maximize profitability and market longevity. So here when we talk about the product life cycle, so the product always try to be there in a maturity stage, or at least in growth stage to maturity stage to retain. Otherwise they go for the new product development to take their market share. This is how we used to talk about the importance of product life cycle in product and brand management. So this is about my today class. Thank you.